Hello, snowboarders of the internet. I'm your host, Avran LeFeber, and in this video we'll be reviewing the Ride Berzerker. This board features Ride's directional hybrid camber, which is rocker in the nose, and then from the end of the rocker point you get camber all the way through to the tail. So it's directional cam rocker. That's going to give you ease of entry in and out of turns while still providing that snap and pop of traditional camber, and when the board's loaded you're going to get a little bit better powder float because that nose and the contact point are elevated. This board is available in 153, 156, 159, 162, 165, 160 wide, 163 wide, and 167 wide. I rode this board at Copper Mountain on a sunny bluebird day with cooler temperatures. There was perfect corduroy on the run, and then there was chunder and ice and push mounts off on the sides of the runs, and I rode it with my Rome Black Label bindings and my K2 Thraxis boots. This board is stiff and it's directional. So what you get is a softer section of the nose where the rocker is, and then right where it hits that camber zone, it just progressively stiffens back up through to the tail. There is a little bit of torsional flex, but you're probably not really noticing it when you ankle flex. Now, with that said, this is one of the smoothest riding boards I've ever been on. I mean, it completely dissipates almost all vibrations, but retains its liveliness. Any chatter you get in the nose from that rocker, completely gone by the time it hits the front foot. Anything through the midsection of the tail, you're really not feeling unless you jar yourself hard into something. And even then, this thing absorbs all of that. This is a very, very smooth ride. This is a very aggressive board to load up with that camber section. What you put in is only what you're going to get out. If you're laid back with it, you're not getting shit with this thing. So you pretty much got to bring your A game to pop with it and always put it into what you're doing. You have to be more calculated with how you're going to pop, how you're going to engage with this board. But like I said, what you put in is what you get out, and this thing needs to have you put a lot in to get a lot out of it. Yeah, I didn't butter with this thing. I wasn't even going to try unless I could find some steep and deep pow, and guess what? I didn't find any steep and deep pow. This is one of the smoothest transitioning boards I've ever been on. You notice how easy it gets on edge. It just transitions in fluidly from toe back to heel. What you get is a board that engages outside the nose, and then as you're starting to drive it through the center of the board and you transition your weight to the middle and the back, it still stays locked in and you still get that smooth ride. You can really just crush anything in your path when you're on edge with this board, and it'll plow through it. It doesn't even plow through it. It cuts through it. That's how smooth and stable this thing is on edge. It's one of those boards that you want to go rail a turn and stay locked in, you're good. It never disengages until you want. And when you've pushed it to the limit and you think it can't go any further, you can still push it further. This thing is a supercar of a snowboard. It is absolutely amazing on edge. Short, tight, quick turns, long, hard, drawn-out carves, deep Euro carves. Yeah, you're bringing your A game to all of it, but when you do, it is absolutely phenomenal. So who's this board for? The hard-charging freeride guy that dominates everything in front of them. So the last time I was on this board, we discovered after the fact that it was a pre-production sample that had some issues. That review was ass, I can admit it. Now with that said, this is the smoothest riding board I've been on in a long time. This thing is absolutely phenomenal. There is not enough good things I can say about how this thing just dominates everything in front of it, pushes through, keeps you on top, and just keeps on going. This thing is a pure free ride dream. Can't stress that enough. If you're one of those burly guys that's like, they don't make a board with enough camber for me and I can't ride the way I want and charge as hard as I want, you need to be going to look at the Berzerker. Comparable boards, the Nitro Supra Team, the Capita Black Snowboard of Death. This has been my review of the Ride Berzerker. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Do you own one? Are you going to buy one? Leave me a comment down below. Let's have a conversation about this snowboard. If you're new here, remember to subscribe, click the bell, get those notifications. That way you're not missing any of the videos we got coming out for all you snowboarders of the internet. And if you really like what we're doing over here and you want to support us further, swing on over to Angry Snowboarder VIP. I could tell you more here, but I got a video over there that explains it so much better. As always, I've been your host, Avran LeFeber, and I'll see you in another video.